Hey everybody, it's me, Christovian2000, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. In the last episode, we finished up the Shadow Temple, and I'm going to talk really fast. Sorry, I'm not NCS. So, right as you enter this room, you can just get a free sculpture lot. No cost. Okay, and if you don't remember what we did in the last episode, we started on the Spirit Temple as a child. And oh god, this room. So, you see a little statue sitting on a chair. Oh, it's a cute little chair. Cute little chair. Let's kill it! Oh my gosh! Everyone, meet the Iron Knuckle. The strongest enemy, one of the strongest common enemies in the game. Basically, if they hit you, they do 4 hearts of damage, which is a lot of damage. Now, the only good strat you can do is just jump attack and then backflip. There is strats that involve like crouch stabbing in a pattern. Now, once you do that, he's going to take off his armor piece, and he's going to look like this. Or she, I may say. If you look under them, they're actually Gerudos. And also later on in the temple, you'll figure out that they are ladies. Especially you can tell because they have such a skinny waist. So this is basically the no-brainer method. Jump attack, backflip. And once you kill them, drops lots of hearts. Because, admittedly, if you don't know that strategy because you're first playing the game, that boss is really difficult. So with that, let's head outside. Stupid owl. Now, I want to say something real quick, since this is pretty much the last time we're going to see the owl in the game. If you guys remember, Robber the Light Sage had a very similar appearance to Abora Gabora. That is because if anyone's who've read Hyrule Historia, the owl is actually Rauru. Somehow he changes in the 7 years that you're in the Chamber of Sages. It's a really long story. But this dude's just gonna tell you about stuff that you already know. No. I will continue to watch you. Hoot hoot. Go away, I will never see you for the rest of my life. Yay. And right here, if you saw the beginning of this temple, we were actually outside, and you could actually look up here and see this chest. Now, this chest is probably some speedrunner's worst nightmare. Reason is in a speedrun, what you would do is that from outside, you would do some crazy flying strategies to get up here. You would never open this chest anyways, but after that, you can like go to the other side and get the item. Another item that we can get. You've got the silver gauntlets. If you wear them, you have in your arms. You can lift stuff with A, but these gauntlets will fit a kid. Plus, he promised to give them to Neburu. You should keep your word. The statue's crying. Hey, where are you taking me? Let me go! You feed Ganondorf's minions! Actually, these things are Ganondorf's parents. Pretty ugly. Link, get me out of here! Now! These witches, they're using black magic on me! And the Buru's gone. Yay, we got gauntlets! So yeah, that basically does it. So, Buru's taken deep into the Spirit Temple. We can't get her now. However, if you remember, there was that dark block that we saw as an adult. Well, now we can actually lift that because we have the silver gauntlets. And that's what I meant by like this dungeon. Or this dungeon's complicated to explain. You do half the dungeon as a child, and then you do half of it as an adult. I don't know if this is just me, but I love that concept. It's just such a cool concept of redoing the same dungeon to get different things. It's very similar to Stone Tower Temple in Majora's Mask, where just flipping the temple upside down just changes everything. But I forgot to get this before we started the temple, but if you come back here, you're gonna find this bombable wall. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Where have we seen that before? Ah, who knows. Dang it, that didn't work. And actually, you can sink it to the sand, which is kind of weird. So, we're gonna walk in here, and we're gonna find pretty much close to one. No, that's not the last straight fairy fountain in the game, but. Do 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 do. Creepy lady. You're creepy. Welcome, Link. I am the Great Fairy of Magic. I will give you a magic spell. Please take it. We're gonna get the last crystal in the game. So we have Din's Fire, Forever's Wind, and now we're gonna get Nehru's crystal. Nehru's Love. Cast this to create a powerful protective barrier. It's defensive magic. Nehru's Love is ineffective for a limited time, so use it carefully. When battle has made you weary, please come back to see me. So, we got the last crystal in the game. Basically, it makes you invincible for a temporary time. But, what we're going to do is... I can't remember the song. Dang it. So much easier to do in the 3DS version because you can just like look up the song as you're playing it. I can't remember songs. I can't remember songs. So now we're gonna head back to the Temple of Time to become adults and actually get the final extras as an adult. Before we actually finish up the Spirit Temple. Including one of the most tedious side quests in the game. But first we're actually gonna complete our last optional heart container in the game. Actually, no, we're not going to do that in this video. We'll do it later, though. There we go. We're an adult. Now, I'm going to start on that side quest in the next episode because I really don't like it. But we are going to do one last thing before we end up the episode. This is going to be a long episode, so... So we're going to first off warp... We're not going to warp to it, but we're going to head over to Gerudo's Fortress. Number one, I forgot I got a Skulltula there. Number two, there's something we can do now that we got those silver gauntlets. Quickest way to get there is to warp to Lake Hylia and then walk there. So I'm going to see you guys when I am at Gerudo Fortress. Actually, first off, to start off, now that we could rescued the 4 carpenters, the bridge is now remade. So we can race the running guy, but I'm going to do that after I do these side quests because actually we have to go to the Forest Temple to do something there. But I'm going to do that after what I'm doing. So you can race the running man now. Number one, running man isn't required for 100%. You don't need it at all. But it is just a fun little mini game you can play, and he's gonna race you to Lost Woods. So we'll do that later. But we're gonna head over to the shooting area. And don't even mention that area to me. You know what? I'm gonna call Bona. Calling up Bona, trying to play songs fast, don't work. That was not on tune at all. Where's Bona? Is she up there? The heck is a Bona? Whatever. Basically, you know what? I'm not even gonna get the shooting minigame because you've seen it enough times. But basically, if you win it, you will be able to carry 50 arrows. Not worth it. But if it's nighttime, if you come over here to this shooting spot, basically if you get scored 15,000 points, you get you get the biggest quiver. That's to carry 50 arrows. Not really worth it in the end, but there's a sculpture here on this platform. So I'm gonna... No, wrong song. Really? She's not gonna come. So, once again, now that we have the silver gauntlets, we're gonna take on, I guess you could call it, an optional dungeon. It's not required to beat the game at all, but it does get you an item that's required for 100%, but the item is really useless. Actually, I'm not going to say it until we actually get the item, but it's really useless item in my opinion, but I need it for 100%. So, basically, once you get the Gerudo card, you can talk to this dude. And we can take on the Gerudo Training Grounds. Bum bum bum. But I think I'm going to do that in the next episode. So, next time on Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, we are going to get the item here on the Gerudo Training Grounds, as well as maybe finish up the adult side quest I was talking about. See you guys then.